What's up, y'all? Fitz here. Got a little drive to get back to the city. So I thought I'd just share a little bit about. First off, my name is Fitz, and I'm on a journey to build a $500,000 per month real estate wholesaling business. And that might seem like an audacious goal. All of my goals are pretty big, but this video I wanted to highlight why, right? So you guys know that it's not just some random arbitrary number that I just pulled out of thin air, right? Some of you guys may be familiar with my background a little bit. Some of you may not, but just a quick catch me up. I'm used to having a certain amount of money. And I'm used to living a certain type of lifestyle. And I went through, we all go through different phases and stuff in life, and we all have these learning lessons that we gotta learn, and we gotta, experience whatever life is teaching us in those moments. And I went through a situation where I basically lost everything. I've lost everything twice. I'm 32. Lost everything twice. I've made millions twice. Well, first time I made right at $1 million. Second time I made millions, I lost it all twice. So I'm not the happiest camper when it comes to that, but I'm thankful that I'm here. And I have the mental capacity, the resources, the mindset, the resilience to keep picking the ball up, and trying it again. Throughout my history, I've always been fortunate enough to make lump sums of money. Some of the ways I used to make money are more legit than others. That's a story for another day. But regardless, I'm used to always making lump sums of money, and it generated, it generated bad habits. And where it hurt me the most is that I never was forced to learn money management skills, because I would always, again, either make a lump sum of money or have money coming in really fast. Again, I'm 32, and this is all going to make sense in a second. I have a son, I have a mom, I have brothers. I just got people that depend on me. And the way that I used to live, it doesn't serve me, it doesn't serve my family anymore. So my number one priority is to be the rock, the foundation of my family. Not the head, but really the foundation. Like, my goal is for everybody around me to be able to lean on me. And if they don't want to work, they don't have to work. If they're in a tough situation, I can easily, bring them out of that tough situation. If it's a problem money can solve, I want to be able to solve those problems for my family, whether that's going to therapy, whether that's paying rent, whether that's paying a doctor bill, whether that's sending them on vacation, whatever the situation is. If money can solve it, my goal is to be there, be that foundation, to whereas they don't have to, if they don't have the resources or the ability to do it, I'll be there to step into that role to do it for them. Same thing with my son. Even though my son's mom won't let me see my son right now, I don't have a heart that's filled with hate. I don't have a heart that's spiteful. So even just the fact that she's my son's, mother, the mother of my child, even if she's ever in a situation where it's like, hey, I need this or I can't work, I want to be in a situation to whereas even she doesn't have to work. You understand? So in order for me to reach this this state, I have to create some type of stability in the way that I used to make money, whether it was in illegitimate ways or whether it was, using crypto and trading, or OTC trading, or trading on the exchange, whatever the case, whatever it was never truly stable. And I can't build a house without a solid foundation. So when you guys hear me talk about building a $500,000 per month wholesale business, it's not just so I can flex and spend money frivolously and stuff like that. That part of my life is over with. I don't care about the materialistic things. I had the Lambo, I had the house with the elevators. Yes, I'm gonna get another nice house. Yes, I'm gonna probably get another nice car. But that's not what I do it for. That's just a byproduct of working hard and having extras, and there's nothing wrong with wanting extras, but make sure, to me, the main thing is the stability for my family. So the way that $500,000 a month break down to me is if I can create an organization that brings in $500,000 per month in revenue, and I'm able to put a CEO in place and even capture just 40% of that. 40% of that. I'm in a really good place, whereas I don't have to worry about, basically anything at that point, whereas so you're talking about somewhere around, $200,000 a month coming in passively. Everybody around you should be taken care of. Not only that, but more importantly, you can then take that capital to flip it into more stable assets. So like multifamily. So again, if you got $200,000 a month coming in, even if it's just $150, because I feel good about being able to serve other people's families and be that rock for them by providing an environment that allows them to make enough money to take care of their family. So even if out of 500,000, only 150 is coming back to me, that's enough, because I understand what to do with money now. I understand where to put money to make it work. So my plan, my goal, again, get to that 150, 200 a month that I can pocket, take care of my family, pour the rest of it into multifamily real estate. Pour the rest of it into long-term Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings. Pour the rest of it into creating a software, and I got a few software ideas, to creating a software, exit that software while my wholesale operation is still running, and then dump that again right back into long-term real estate holdings. Real estate is the best way to build wealth on the planet, hands down. And I'm talking about wealth, not getting rich. You can build a software and sell the software and get rich, make a lot of money. But the reality is now you just got all this money and you're trying to figure out what to do with it. Having a lot of money, from personal experience, having a lot of money is just as stressful as having no money. You got no money, you like, damn, how am I pay the rent this month? You got a lot of money, you like, damn, what I'm gonna do with this money? Who's trying to take it from me? What to do with this? I'm scared to lose it at this point. So having a lot of money don't solve the issues, but having wealth, having an asset that continuously turns out cash, is where the safety and security is. Even think about, I heard Alex Hormozzi say this too. He was like, man, that the cash flow from our business before we sold it for $100 million, the cash flow from their business, he said, made them feel so secure. He said, but now with this lump sum of money sitting in our account, and I got to figure out where to put this thing at, it doesn't feel as good as having that consistent cash flow coming in month after month, day after day, week after week. It's different. And for me, I've never experienced that over a long-term period. So I'm looking to build something that will allow me to experience that over a 10, 15, 20-year period, and that's why us as men especially, we got to take these lessons on the chin and make sure that our children have a head start, because a lot of the things that I'm learning, I had to learn the hard way because a lack of mentorship, a lack of a father figure, a lack of experience in my own family. They never did half the things that I did, so I couldn't lean on them for any head starts in life. My mom taught me some very valuable life lessons, but that's as far as it went, and I'm super thankful for those. But as far as giving me a head start in life, like, no. So all of these lessons that we're learning and experiences that we have, especially as men, again, we got to take that on the chin, write it down, and make sure we pass that on to our children so that they don't have to make the same mistakes that we made, and they can continue to build on the foundations that we started. So for those of you who see me making these videos and stuff, the reason why they're ugly and they're raw, I don't have time to make excuses. I don't have time to try to figure out what they think about this. I don't care, because the real people who picking up on what I'm putting down, you gonna take what I'm telling you, and you're gonna apply it, and you're gonna connect, and you're gonna make money, and you're gonna be prosperous. No matter how the presentation look. So when I'm on here, I'm just trying to give back to people, because I remember not being clear on where I was going, and it sets you back because it makes you overthink a lot. And when you don't have a clear vision, if you don't have a clear vision, you don't know what to do or what not to do. You don't know what to allow in your environment, or who to allow in your environment, or who not to. So I've been trying to simplify this thing for you guys as much as possible and be as transparent with you guys as possible, so you see that I'm just a normal guy, who probably has very similar goals to you guys. My goal is to take care of my family. That's why I'm building this wholesale business. I'm not building this wholesale business to be cool. I don't think wholesaling is sexy. To be honest, it ain't sexy to me. It's cool, but it ain't sexy. It ain't something that is like, oh, I want to be married to this forever. Nah, I think I can build a business out of a very simple concept, and I can turn it into a cash machine, and then I can leverage that to, again, take care of my family and elevate my family in ways that we've never been elevated before. And in the process, I believe in the reciprocal, laws of nature. Whereas if I give with a true and open heart, the universe will give back to me in some form or fashion. It might not even be in the same way that I give, that I issue or that I give. It might be in a different way, but that law is real. And that's just, again, and I'm just talking right now, man. I don't have no cue cards or no notes or nothing. I just really wanted to give you guys a more in-depth understanding of who I am and why I'm doing this, so that you guys know it's not just vain. It's not just, oh, he's doing this for likes or he's doing this for looks. Like, man, fuck all that. Like, we like grown for real. And at the end of the day, it's so many different things. Like, the wealth gap is really increasing at a crazy pace. And what I mean by the wealth gap is, you either have a lot or you have a little. The people who are in the middle are going to get decimated. They have to pick a side, and we all have to pick a side. You're either going to have a lot or you're going to have a little bit. There's no in between. The way the world is set up right now, you either have a lot or you have a little bit, and you have to pick a side. So I'm aware of me needing to pick a side. I've already chosen my side. And the reason why you want to pick the wealthy side is because if you guys aren't paying attention The food is changing. The water is changing. The air is changing. Laws are changing. And if you don't have certain things in place, all these billionaires building bunkers and all this, man, you think that shit on accident? Come on. Hey, that ain't no coincidence and that ain't no accident. Now, I'm not saying we all need to go get bunkers and stuff, but there are some things that being wealthy allows you to do. Like, for one, control your own food source. Even if you don't own the farm, you can go and partner with a farm, provide them financial resources so that you can at least have access to some really quality organic food that you know exactly what's being done with those animals, with that livestock, as you know exactly what's going on with those fruits and vegetables. Like, I love fruit. I go to the grocery store now. I go to Whole Foods and all this stuff. Fruit tastes horrible. I don't even like to eat fruit, and I love fruit. But I can't eat fruit from the grocery store because the quality has diminished so much because they're mass producing everything and monetizing it. You know, they're only worried about, you know, their bottom dollar because they're creating systems that are built around, you know, profit generation and not, you know, health or sustainability of, you know, your body and stuff. Like, they don't care about that, and it's fine because we can't expect people to care about us. But what we can do is put ourselves in a situation where we can control our own food source. Another thing that, another reason why I have to be on that side, and I would encourage you guys too, is to control at least some type of water source. Buy you some land with some type of natural spring water on it. You never know when you're going to need that. You never know. It don't hurt to own some land with a water source on it. It does not hurt. Why would you not want to control your own water source? Have you seen some of these water pipes out here? It's crazy. You don't know what they putting in the water, man. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what they put in the food. You don't know what they put in the water. Maybe you get some land in the country that's not in the city, man. All this shit that they spreading out here in the city, man, the air is crazy. Y'all think it's an accident that my son is autistic. I know a lot of people with autistic children that had autistic children the past few years. Y'all think that's an accident? Oh, it just so happened this batch of kids super autistic. Come on. Nah, man, I'm not no conspiracy theorist. I'm a realist. And again, I used to take a lot of chances. To make a lot of money. And I'm just at a place now where it's like, nah, this is where the rubber meets the road. And it's like do or die. Like, you don't have time to experiment. So I chose a business model that was super simple. It's not easy, but I'm willing to put the work in. It's not easy, but it's simple enough for me to understand. And it's old enough for it to be stable, which is what I need. I have to be in a stable industry in order to create that stability, in order to compound my money, in order to compound my wealth so that I can control my food, so that I can control my own water source, so that I can get some property on the outskirts at some point, even if it's not my primary residence, so that I can support my mom, my brothers, my son's mother. You understand? Like, that's what we do it for. All this flexing Lambos and all that shit cool, but it's played out. Again, it's real world. Shit, who care about a Lambo if you ain't if you not right internally? If your health not cool, if you not right spiritually, none of that shit matters. I've been at a place where I'm sitting in front of nicest hotel in Miami, Ferrari pulling up, looking at $2 million liquid. Looking at $2 million liquid in my account. I'm spending at the time, just for that little small trip to Miami, I'm spending what? I'm spending $4,000 or $5,000 a day. And guess what? Not happy, not fulfilled. Don't have no solid girlfriend. Don't have no family. I'm not with my son. It didn't feel safe. it didn't feel safe because in my heart, in my spirit, I knew it wasn't something that I could scale. It was all dependent on me and my ability to trade. And then it was also good luck because of the market was in my favor at the time. Just being 1,000% transparent. Yeah, I know how to trade, but a lot of it was still me in the market at the right time. Granted, I understand the market, pretty well, but I got to give credit where credit is due. I ain't make Bitcoin jump up that high. But again, I realized that it wasn't something that was going to be sustainable. So I didn't feel good. I could go and get whatever I wanted. Plenty chicks, plenty women. Go eat whatever I want. I could have traveled wherever I want. But just wasn't really happy. It wasn't fulfilled. And I realized what really fulfills me is taking care of family. Being secure and stable. Being purpose driven, getting right with God, pushing my body to the max, getting into Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, mastering those disciplines. Just everything's purpose driven. And I realize in order for me to do that, I have to have some type of stable income that does not rely on me. So that's why I'm building a $500,000 per month real estate wholesale business. So if you didn't know, now you know. Now you know, man. Welcome to the Mind of Fits. Anyway, y'all, comment below if y'all like this type of open conversation, these open talks. I'm experimenting with my content right now, man. I ain't got no blueprint. I turn the camera on and I just go. So if y'all like this type of stuff, man, let me know. If not, let me know so I don't waste my time and energy. Yeah, I'll see y'all on the other side.